In the Pacific Northwest, the battle to claim the Apple Cup always hotly contested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensified the resolve to bring home the apples. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Washington State's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, every now and then you can take the emotion of rivalries for granted, but last year when the Huskies and Cougars got together, that was as dramatic as anything you could think of, a cathartic win for the Cougs, who sent UW off with an L.
This is a tremendous rivalry, the Apple Cup, and it looks a little bit different now that they're no longer conference opponents, but that doesn't mean they don't like each other any less, David. These two teams go at it. The fan bases dislike each other enormously, and we're expecting a great win today.
Oh, and you always love it with the...
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Might as well give it to him again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Meriden.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets it out fast. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Going to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Power ahead. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wazoo!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 84 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Washington's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance.
Turning it on! He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Off the play fake on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Williams will pass. Pulls it in. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Sends it back in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Now second and 10. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off play action on first down. Got a man. It's Meredith. They'll immediately call timeout. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Williams looking for a man. That's caught. It's Coleman. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And
Not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I'm less of a citrus guy, fellas, more of a Honeycrisp fan. We'll see which team comes out on top in the Apple Cup.
The Cougars will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll open the second half on the ground. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Williams will pass. Pulls it in. It's Boston. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll try it again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Now they'll try the right side. Got room to work. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Huskies. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man.
They're trailing by 10 to Penn State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll give it to the back. Find some fresh air. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to ride this running back. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Got a man, it's Meredith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Makes the quick grab. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Huge field goal attempt could tie the game, and he'll have to make it through ear-splitting noise.
Well, you got to wonder if the pressure got to the kicker. 4th quarter down by 3, just did not get all of it. That's one you'd like to have back.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for room, it's Coleman. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Power football with the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They boot it away on 4th down. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was thinking big return. Didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
it's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game.